Hi Scorpio, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Scorpio. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, check out your other placements. If it does, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, cross watchers are welcome. So my dear Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you at this time that you've come across this reading. And we're opening up with one card from the Starseed Oracle deck, Big Picture Thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I like this. I'm going to read the description from the book. Yeah, let's see. The Pleiades are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. Wow, so Scorpio, you might be feeling the weight of responsibility, but yeah, let's go into your tarot. Let's get a little bit nosy, my dear Scorpio, and see what's going on. Your challenge position, what's coming towards you, and your advice. Okay, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Judgment. Yeah, you could be connecting to your star family, the Pleiades, Sirius, Arcturians. Okay, so in your challenge position, you've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the Judgment. So the Judgment is a major arcana here, the only one that's popped up in your spread. So there is some return or truth. That's my cat Salem just saying hello. Yeah, there could be... Hi, Bubs. There could be some difficulty starting a project or returning to a place or a space that once felt familiar and comfortable. Yeah, you are going through this process of harnessing the light for the new world. Yeah, all these readings that I'm doing at this point are very like spiritually charged with a lot of upgrades, activations. I feel like these videos are going to find people who are on the spiritual path of growth and service to humanity, helping others on the path, either through actually being a teacher or through example. But if with these cards falling in your challenge position, you could be a little bit apprehensive to take on this role of spiritual guide or teacher. So yeah, you might have to shift your perspective. It doesn't mean that you need to like teach in a studio or become a part of your community spiritual groups or anything like that. Sometimes those groups are known for like spiritual bypassing, so it's kind of like giving you the ick because you sense that from some people. No, Scorpio, you are very authentic and genuine in your experiences and your approach, so you don't want to lie, you don't want to lead others astray, you don't want to come off as phony. So I feel like you're apprehensive in regards to like receiving these gifts, although I felt like you've already have gone through some type of awakening where you've received these gifts. It's more so how do you share them with others? Yeah, so I feel like doing that through example sometimes is more authentic, more genuine, easier. You don't have to like stand on your soapbox and pretend that you're something you're not. I feel like you're living the the embodiment of what you know, like Christ consciousness, you know, star seed, light worker type energy. Even as I'm saying those things, like I'm getting the sense it's like, oh, like you don't even like to really yeah, like use those words or that terminology. Like you're very down to earth, you're very authentic, you're very much like the salt of the earth type of individual. And you know, it's like people are going to gravitate that and trust you because you've done the shadow work and you're real, you know, you're able to be a real person while holding that unconditional love, unconditional empathy for the human condition. So what's coming towards you? You've got the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here that there still might be some push and pull between like opening, overflowing emotions. There could be a lot of like tears, you know, and the Four of Pentacles here, this is like the opposing type energy where you're a little bit closed off. You could be, you know, identifying with your masculine, where you're learning how to express that animus energy. You know, you might identify as like a woman, but there's still some shadow work that you are needing to do in regards to balancing your masculine energy. I feel like, yeah, the feminine and the masculine at this time on the planet, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and you're willing to do the inner work. You're not really looking for a partner to project onto. You're kind of like not really into like the twin flame, the karmic, the soulmate type of experience. You're very independent, and you could be coupled up or not, but you have your own opinions in regards to you know, that inner work of balancing the divine feminine and masculine. So you could be like oscillating, you know, in regards to your masculine energy of how do I still sorry, my cat, there's a fly he's trying to catch it. Yeah, you could be figuring out how to express yourself emotionally while still like feeling safe and secure in your energy, and then going from like one extreme to the other where like you're crying, you know, behind closed doors, and then on the outwards or, you know, in public, you're very like stern and closed off. And, you know, if that's where you're at right now, that's okay. But yeah, there's still some work that needs to be done in regards to healing that masculine, that vulnerable masculine energy. And I think for you, Scorpio, it's gonna come through like humor, like even dark humor, like that stuff like resonates with you because you are just like always in the thick of it, you know, ruled by Pluto and Mars, like always in the like depths of your psyche and you doing that shadow work and, you know, facing your subconscious. Like things are always coming to the surface. So I think if you just like are a little bit easier on yourself, yeah, like find some humor, find some light energy in the depth of what you're going through. Your advice here: Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Eight of Wands. So the Queen of Cups is your energy. This is like the beloved. You might gain a following, whether you like it or not. People might be becoming obsessed with you a little bit, and you're able to handle it. Again, whether you identify as masculine or feminine, this Queen of Cups is receptive, like almost like being in the spotlight, becoming a little bit famous, but knowing how to transmute that energy. Like you're not really being thrown off balance here when people start paying attention to you, because you are approaching it from a very authentic, grounded way. And I feel like it will be through example. You're going to work really hard at like establishing healthy family life, you might be, you know, well off, wealthy, and share that wealth with your offspring, your spouse, the people around you. Like, you're very supportive. People are able to come to you for assistance, and you have no problem, like, because you realize like this is the work that you were set out to do. Like, you're not cheap, even though sometimes you might feel or like judge yourself for being closed off. When push comes to shove, yeah, you have like very open communication style with others. You're very attractive in the eyes of others, and like able to provide for, you know, in one way or another, materialistically, emotionally, spiritually, you know, when people are even looking towards you, or, you know, in your direction, they gain that inspiration where, you know, even their like throat chakras are like activated. They're able to communicate clearly what they want to express, and to feel that stability in your presence. So yeah, whether you like it or not, you're stepping into some form of like power, and you're not going to abuse it. I feel like, Scorpio, you're so mature and like evolved in that spiritual world that you don't take it lightly. Like, any responsibility that comes your way, you're not going to like play around with people. Yeah, Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra. So you're very intuitive. Let's read the description just to get just a little bit more information. Yeah, this is all the all of your downloads, your spiritual gifts like coming online. Okay, so third eye chakra, you have been using your sixth sense recently, your intuitive powerhouse, the third eye, and it is guiding you in the right direction. Your third eye sees far beyond your two eyes and the limitations of your mind, which can only dream up what is known. Your intuition speaks to you in whispers, in visions, in feelings. Find the language of your third eye and continue to follow its hunches as you have been. The more you become aware of it, the easier this dialogue becomes. Your third eye is taking you on the very journey that your soul was put on this planet to fulfill. You came here to live, love, and learn. As long as you continue viewing the world from your third eye, you will surpass all limitations and find yourself limitless. Trust your intuition and keep moving forward. The path will continue to illuminate as you take the steps. Yeah, beautiful. I love this reading for you, my dear Scorpio. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.